SHEABABY.
Welcome to the VIP section.
SHEABABY, y'all. 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 SHEABABY, y'all.
Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that SHEABABY's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Jada Balls, what's good? Marquis, Mr. Muletto, what's poppin'? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in the building. We are lit. I'm just running a little late today, as you can see, but we are on. I wasn't gonna go a day without getting on. Shout out to the Liz sending me these fire hats. Facts. We are lit. We are live today. Jump in them comments. Yo, Giants are nasty work, fam. Yes, sir, Mr. Muletto. I got something for that. We gonna set the show off with that. They definitely got on my nerves yesterday. They definitely got on my nerves yesterday. That's a fact, man. They blew it. They had a shot. Now, Russell Wilson did his thing. Russell Wilson did his thing. Shout out to the people in the comments, too. Jump in them comments. I will shout you out today. Today, we are on one. So, back to the Giants. They had a shot, man. Bum-ass niggas, man. Bum-ass niggas, man. That's the worst when you a New York fan, man. We always get let down with the bum nasty work. We stuck with the trash niggas, man. It's obvious, bro. In New York sports, we stuck with the trash niggas. Yankees, too. Yankees, too, man. I'm a die-hard Yankee fan, and they trash also. Destroyed the vibe. So, after they threw the bomb, you like, yes. Yes. I think there was like 16 seconds left or something? Niggas still blew it, fam. Niggas still blew it. Now, if I'm the Giants, right? Do you go for the 2-point conversion? Because I don't know. Because, see, all right, so when they scored, I think it put them up 2, then the 1 put them up 3. Do you go for the 2? Because, look, they had to go to overtime and take the L. Do you go for the 2? That's the question. Look. Oh, good looks. Shout out to Nicole Williams over there on Facebook. The hat is definitely fire. Shout out to Lids. Hook me up. That's the thing about media. They hook you up. All right, so let's go to that, man. Let's go to this. Because this was nasty, man. Russell Wilson almost brings him back with the Hail Mary. We did see this. He almost brought them back with the Hail Mary. This is how they got back in. Now, they say they have no history with Russell Wilson. They don't. He's always washed. We know this. But we can't blame him for that one. That one was a perfect pass. We can't blame him for that. Perfect pass. Now, the other dude, the defense, trash. The defense, garbage. Garbage. After all that momentum, you couldn't seal the deal for the New York fans? Niggas was home. Niggas wanted that win yesterday, B. That's a fact, especially against the Cowgirls. Niggas wanted that win. Niggas wanted that win. Come on, man. Come on, Giants. That's a fact. So your man was in the hood. Free my man Jay Forte. Saturday I was at the fight party. Yeah, man, they locked my man up on some bullshit, man. He from the town, man. You see him, man. I free my man Jay Forte. That's a fact, man. I had to try me one of these little Cutwaters. About to try a Cutwater. My homie told me to do a review on it, so I'm going to listen. Let's Michael Jackson, what's goody? Shit is alright. I see why y'all going crazy on the gram. That's a fact. Now, have y'all ever had a Cutwater? Get in them comments. Have y'all ever had a Cutwater? That was my first time. I never had a Cutwater ever. I didn't even know what they was. So a friend of mine, she's like, Shay, do a review on those. Mad people on the gram and YouTube and Facebook are drinking those new things. The Cutwater. Do it. Shout out to Kenya. So I do it. And a lot of people on Instagram like, yo, them shits, them joints. Like, what's up with those? I ain't gonna lie, they get you a little saucy too. Because it tastes like sort of like, I want to say, a wine cooler and beer mixed. A wine cooler and a beer mix. That's what they taste like. Say, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink at all. But I do say, if I had to have a drink outside, it might be a Cutwater. It could be. Shout out to Cutwater. Cut that check. Oh, Nicole Williams over there says she has 2 espressos right now. She's over there on Facebook. Shout out to her. Shout out to Cece in the building. So this is what it looked like out there. The hood was lit. So that's what it looked like out there. Your man was standing outside. Shout out to No Game. Had the No Game merch on. We're going to have a link real soon where y'all can go pick those up. I can't lie. These sweatsuits are mean. They're comfortable. I was really warm. It was a breeze out there. And I was warm. So shout out to No Game. So, I wind up doing a little
Z Graba.
Z Graba. That nigga's on, man. Z Graba exclusive of the day. So you go to the store, yo, let me get a wrap. I give you the wrap. It come like this. You know, come in the pouch. Look, see it? This is an actual cigar. This is not just a fake pouch. This is an actual smoking cigar. So you get it, you unravel it, roll up that za or roll up that dirt that y'all got, and then, you know, you put it back in the pouch. But then when you're done with all of it, after you done smoked up, you know, half of the eighth or the whole eighth, and you got a little bit left, you crack this motherfucker right down the middle. Now you got one more for the last rolling up like the Dutch. Look, this is all, it's real. Z Graba outdid themselves with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I smoke papers, but I might go back to the raps now. All right, so Shout out to Z Graba. Put them on today. So this is the actual pouch that it comes in. You see, look. That's the actual pouch that it comes in. You know, I smoked all of this. Is the last leaf. You see how they come with the, you see how it comes 2 different leaves? Like that. And then, you know, to keep it fresh, you put it in the pouch like this. You see? Crazy. So for the smokers, I ain't gonna lie, Z Graba stepping their game up. Z Graba stepping their game up. 100%. All right, so let's get it litty in here right now. We're not gonna be on too long. Oh, I got a chance to sit down with your man, OBNJ. We talked about the LSU Tigers. If y'all know him, he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Check him out. 100%. All right, so being from there, please don't tell me. I need to know this. LSU's your favorite team?
LSU is my favorite college team, man.
It gotta be.
Man, that's LSU in my neighborhood. They don't even know LSU in the hood. LSU in South Baton Rouge, where Boots is from, that's our neighborhood. LSU, we walk, we park cars. So y'all don't even know, like, my cousin or my uncle, like when y'all, you know, the campus so close, people parking on streets or in front of people's yards and in people's yards.
To get in the game?
Man, these people paying the neighborhood, the community to park their cars.
Oh, they painted the
40, like regular people.
That's
the
crazy.
The community.
That's crazy.
The fans, it be too many.
That's a fact. So who you think's more famous? The Saints or LSU?
I don't know. I think, you know, that major, the Saints been around for way more long. Saints, I don't know. I say they both, you know, because new times, you know, these athletes, they more famous now, they got more clout in college. And then NFL, you know, you made it, everybody know you anyway because you getting press. So I don't know, it's pretty equal, man. They coming out for LSU and New Orleans, you know, like, I don't know.
That's a fact. So, you don't get to see you performing tonight?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm supposed to be.
Shout out to YBNJ, that's a fact. Now, he's a good dude. First time meeting him. You know, New Music Wednesdays, they're probably about 2 to 3 weeks away from live streaming, where you guys can go check your boy out live on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Y'all can see me live. They actually got me as a host. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. That's a fact. All right, so this freaked me out earlier today. So your man right here from Juice, remember him? They got this nigga on Instagram eating roaches with his kids. A little weird, but check it out.
Look at the legs. I'm gonna eat the back part because your head is. I can't do that.
Oh my god, he really ate it!
Crazy.
Awful! Can't eat the whole dog, but I will eat it. I will eat it. No, I don't want to because you're pregnant. Mind over matter. It's mind over matter.
Just do it. It's gonna be the longest video in the world. Noah, it's been 10 minutes.
Been swallowed.
Keep it in. Go somewhere else.
Woo!
It was 10 times worse than I thought it was gonna be. Stop.
All right, now, could y'all eat a roach? I can't do it. I can't. I don't care how many games y'all want to play. Shout out to Optimal Munch. Cut or uncut roach? I don't know. Protein. Shout out to Nisha G. What up, baby? What up, though? Fox was goody. Fox was goody. Yeah, I don't know if I can eat a roach, man. I don't know. I used to live with them. Hell no. Yo, Michael Jackson, you the GOAT. He said, y'all used to live with them. I can't do it. That's crazy. Word. Nasty word. All right, we moving on.
Talking about it on SHEABABYTV.
You know, when Doug got into all of this stuff, you know,
coming home, did he expect that it was going to be he kind of should have tried to stay off the radar. You know what I mean? I don't know. I kind of want to say it was over. You know, YNF Lucci, he was able to bounce back, it seemed like, but it's not working for Doug. Doug looks like out of all the niggas that came out of jail, Doug is taking the worst L. Gunna's moving. Gunna is moving. Gunna's outside. Now that's a fact. See, Young Thug thought, okay, Gunna's good, I'm gonna be good. Cause he saw, soon as Gunna got home, nothing changed. I had a couple little things, you rat in the streets. I see niggas yelling at him for like, his shit weared out after 2 weeks. Soon as Gunna came home after 2 weeks, it was like 6'9", he's going on like 5 years of can't get back in the game. They X'd him out completely. So Nicole Williams says she will eat a roach for $1 million. Ladies, $1 million? A roach for $1 million. $1 million is good? And for that $1 million, the roach got to be alive. And they was eating them big water bug roaches. Look. They was eating them big water bug roaches.
Look at the legs.
Look at that.
I'm gonna eat the back.
Oh, nasty word. 1 million? 1 million? It's crazy. The roaches, they eating rats. Niggas is eating anything these days, fam. They eating anything these days. That's a fact. All right, so let's jump in. Let's see where we at with it today. Oh, so before we get deep into it, I got a chance to chill with the GOATs. DJ Chuck Chill Out. Now, if you understand hip hop, you know who Chuck Chill Out is. He's one of them guys, I gotta say, that just started hip hop in New York City. You know, back in the days, you know how they say like hip hop started in the Bronx and all of that. He's one of them dudes that you gotta bring up because he's around with the starting of the hip hop. Still here, still on the radio, still doing his thing. So we got a chance to talk about how artists now are starting to sell their albums hand in hand like Cardi B is. It's back to those days. Printing up vinyl, printing up everything. He said that the computers and the internet is the reason why the hip-hop game is dead right now. If you take out the internet, the hip-hop game is alive. You know what I mean? DJ Chuck Chill Out. That's a fact. Nah, I'm grateful to have a chance to talk to this dude, man. He's starting up the hip-hop. Check it out. Yes.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, boogie, gangsta 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 boogie.
I really blame the computer.
The AI stuff?
That shit destroyed shit. When they stopped pressing the vinyl, I think they fucked the game up.
Well, they you know, I like that they starting to do that again.
Bring the vinyl back?
Yeah, because I saw Cardi B. She was out in the streets. She was selling her album and her CD. We know that's for marketing, but still.
I did see that. Yeah.
But the whole point of her even showing people that they still do that, I like that. I wish they could come back to CDs and vinyl, man.
I just don't want to carry that shit no more, but you know, the records are heavy.
So it has its pros and its cons.
The records are heavy, man.
We don't want to cut grass no more. That's a fact. We don't want to do that shit.
Word up.
100%. So, we're going to get a chance to see you guys perform. You know, yeah, man, this is what the platform needs. You know, New Music Wednesdays, they need guys like you here. Heck, my man Kid Capri here last week. So as long as they keep bringing the GOATs in here, this place is going to go to the roof.
Right.
It's your man Shay, baby. We got the DJs in the building, and we're going to get to see them perform. Let's talk about it.
Cut the check.
Cut the check. Cut the check. My nigga said cut the check. Now, that's what the game is all about, man. Cut that check. Cut that check. Facts. Facts. They playing out here, man. Cut it out. Cut that check. All right, so we about to get it popping right now. Oh, check my man out right here.
How do you know a woman hiding something?
If she set her phone face down, she got a old man, a backup man, and a friend named Kuzo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, OG talking that facts. All right, let's move on. We about to get into the smoke now. Like I said, we're not going to be on here too long. Today is Monday, the beginning of the week. Ain't too much smoke out there, but we do got some. That's a fact. All right, I wanted to get into the, you know what? Let's get right into my man, Dame Dash. So, Dame Dash, ha! He filed for bankruptcy. Now, you a fool. I'm not going to hold you, man. You a damn fool if you think a Harlem nigga is broke. You a damn fool if you think a nigga from Harlem in his 60s and his mid-50s is broke. These niggas are hustle geniuses. These niggas are like a 2-year-old in Harlem, maybe walking around with a dirty diaper on and white lips. But in his back of his diaper, he got 10,000 cash in there. Harlem niggas get to the money. So, if you think for a minute Dame Dash is broke, you a fool. You know what I mean? But he did file for bankruptcy. Now he talks about it. Let's get into it.
Dame, happy to have you back on the platform, my guy.
I'm happy to have teeth. Man, it's good to be here. I haven't seen you in a while.
Nigga said I'm happy to have teeth.
About a month? You was at the ranch. Yeah, that was about 2 months ago, right? Yeah, a lot's happened since I last spoke to you, but it hasn't been that long, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been a little bit over a month or so. But yeah, your teeth, man, they look real good, man. They did a real good job, man.
Yeah, I had no choice, you know. All the implants in my mouth broke, and they had to take them out. And then they had to put new bone. And because the new bone, most dentists, the way they were doing it, didn't want to put any denture or anything. My option was to walk around with no teeth for 6 months. And I was like, I can't do that, not no teeth. You know, it's like, if you could imagine not having teeth in a lot of the way that, you know, you promote your family office is by talking. And I couldn't do any of that with no teeth.
Crazy.
It just wasn't the proper reflection of my family office. But I'm also knowing that I'm gonna walk around for, you know, they wanted 6 months, but whatever it was, the first 2 weeks, I can't even eat. You know what it is to not have no top teeth at all? And it's not, and again, it's not because of money. It's not because of age. They just broke. But the thing is, you know, because my dentist, Dr. Apper, he was talking to me, because I had to go to another dentist that put me to another surgeon. And this dentist, Dr. Mack, made the denture a special one that I could wear over the gums and put the diamonds in it. So I had to get like a specially made denture. But to get to the denture, I couldn't eat. I still really can't.
Yo.
You know? Because I have no top teeth. And everything was healing. And it's very challenging. And sometimes it's hard to know that you're going to go through that and just do it. Knowing that you're going to be, you know, out the game for so long. But I wanted to take care of everything at one time. I don't like to do a little pain here, pause, a little pain there. I like to just knock it all out, heal up, and get going. Rip the Band-Aid. So for a while, because I get floaters in my eye, I'm diabetic. And all diabetics, not all, but 1 out of 6 could definitely relate. You get floaters in your eye, and the blood, it's like having veins all over. It looks like, you know, blood just floating around, and it takes, because of this gel in everyone's eye, everyone has it, it takes a while for it to dissipate. So it just floats around in your eye. I had blood in my eye for like 2 years, and it keeps happening, and in between that, I had to get shots in my eye. The shots don't really hurt. You don't feel it, but the concept sucks. So the only way to just get that to stop happening was to eventually move the fluid. But then I couldn't fly for 3 weeks and just, a lot of stuff, anesthesia. So I was like, I'll just get it all done at one time. I'll file and then, get ready for the big, everything that's about to happen, that you're about to witness. By now, you might have already witnessed some of it, but trust me, it's not going to stop. You like the diamonds?
Yeah, it's fire. I like that.
Compliments of Dr. Mack. He's in Tampa. I got to give him a shot. Props. He did it on the cuff, but he made real good teeth. Not teeth, good denture. It's a temporary solution, but it's better than not having any teeth at all for 6 months. I wouldn't be able to talk like this. So I have to relearn how to talk because I'm used to clenching my teeth and pause. Once you put the glue on, you can't take them off for the day. But when I don't go out, I don't have them shits in at all. But a denture, I never really had a denture before. It's like a whole mouthpiece over. It's a lot. So I don't really enjoy the feeling, but it's better than the feeling of no teeth.
Facts.
They did a real good job, man. But I want to ask you about some news that's going viral right now. You filed for bankruptcy. Is there any truth to that?
It wasn't only viral. It was in People magazine, page 6. I wanted it to be as publicized I wanted as much press about it as possible because I want people to learn something about this. I want them to actually scrutinize.
You heard
this
what
is when I do
said,
want you
run
in
them
my
lights
business.
up.
Because number one, when you file, you got to tell them everything, and it's public record. So you got to give them every bill. You also have to tell them everyone that you're going to sue in the future. But all the people that you owe money to, they're not allowed to sue you anymore. I want you to remember that. They're not allowed to sue you for a certain period of time because there's nothing to collect. And this dude, Chris Brown, has literally, to me, what he does is he does this muddy waters. He muddies the waters a lot because he's a lawyer and he's intelligent. I'm not going to take that from him. But I think he's dumb because he just wasted a lot of time, allegedly. I don't want to catch another lawsuit. Even though I can't get sued, I got PTSD, I think. But what was happening was he was going from state to state.
Oh.
Well, actually, I shot a movie, and I'm doing this short for equity. After I shot and edited the movie because of a disagreement,
Facts, Michael.
Muddy Waters, the disagreement was another movie that we started to shoot. He was
Smash
paying
them likes, let's
the
send
editor.
them lives out.
So what he did was he paid the editor to send him all the footage, which isn't a problem.
That custom fake 200. Shout out to No
the
Game.
movie done. He went and copyrighted it.
That's stacking chicken. That's a
Then I
fact.
promoted it. But I was promoting my movie, so he tried to sue me for a copyright infringement. But the thing was, he put on the movie that I didn't direct it. He used all my music, all the shots, everything. Didn't change it. But he put Brian White and Josh Weber as the directors and said that I'm taking the movie, I'm putting their names on it, and you're not going to get $1. So I was like, I'm going to sue you. So I called my lawyers and told them, but they didn't really handle it. And then I started popping it on Instagram, and my friend Bootsy, my brother, said, I know some people that got robbed by them too. Now I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want to get sued. And one of them was a child that worked that didn't get paid, and it was some of the people that were involved, but not Josh Weber. So I said, Josh Weber, y'all robbing kids, boo boo boo. Again, allegedly. And I posted it. So they sued me for a copyright infringement because I promoted the movie, and they sued me for defamation. They didn't win a lot of money for the defamation, but between Josh and him,
that's a fact. I'm the straight ambassador for that stacking chicken.
they
No game of a
it was
coin
about
after this.
800,000. But really, for
I
what
need
they
some
went through
heat
was
for
it was
Wednesday.
legal fees. Now, what they did was they knew I was going through something with the child support, and I had 2 warrants in New York. The whole thing was shot in L.A. But because before we left, the last trademarks or whatever, our business was set up in New York. They were able, and he had a house, apartment in New York. He didn't live in New York. They were able to do the lawsuit in New York, but they knew I couldn't show up to court because I had 2 warrants, so they thought I would default. What they also did, allegedly, was they got Claudia Jordan.
Everything's cut the check.
And Brian White, and they had a meeting. They tried to get Columbus short, but I got to give Columbus his props. He was thorough. He allegedly, I'll say allegedly, but he was thorough for that part, because he called me. And he said, these guys had a call, and they said that they're going to send new clearances, pay everybody money, and say that they directed it, and collectively they're going to say certain things. And so Claudia Jordan took the bait, and Brian White did. Me and Brian White, I got the text, allegedly, but I got the text. We went back and forth. I couldn't believe he did it because I treated him so well. And the thing about it is I take every second, because you know me, I take every second of that movie. I take every second of the making of the movie. Every second of the editing of the movie. That took me 2 years to fucking edit. A lot of work because it's my creative process. I have the editor come to my house and I edit with them. And Josh, I'll say allegedly, but he was my assistant director, my AD.
Baby Love was good.
But he's a white guy. And he just admired, from what I saw, me. He wanted to be me. And from observing me, you'll learn a lot of clever tricks. And it's that thing that everyone does. I understand how the devil was created. He hung out with God. He saw how God was God, thought he could be God, then tried to take God out, even though God taught him everything he knows. So I understand that because it happens all the time. But I think he was so envious of me. And I have footage of him doing everything stupid on the set, slowing us down, being a little inappropriate, allegedly, with women, my staff, interviews. I got so much footage of this, and I can show it. And Claudia came into the trial. I wasn't flying a bunch of witnesses to New York. Well, let me back up. So through the thing, I missed the depositions, and finally they were like, if you don't come in for this deposition, you're gonna get a warrant, or you get a default. And I think a warrant, probably. I think a default, though. And I wasn't stepping in New York until I had the money, and I owed $1 million, so I paid it. But the thing is, when you have 2, but he didn't know that. If you have 2 court, if you have like a warrant in one court and a warrant in another, if you go, even if you pay it, they'll take you, they could, they don't have to. Because what happened is I went to the first one, they were like, cool, you paid it. And then the cops were there. So when they called them and told them I was going to be there, they had the homicide squad there. It was crazy. So they took me over to the Bronx. Bronx was like, you paid, let him go. But that person, Chris Brown, thought that I wasn't going to be able to pay. And I think you've seen the deposition. Can you imagine somebody trying? Because if I wouldn't have had the money, I would have went to jail and I wouldn't have came out. I would have probably had no bail till I paid it. I've seen that happen to a lot of people.
Today, Don Coop and Tootie.
So he really wanted me to go to jail. And then it backfired. And the next day I got to sit with this man.
Let me get you up to date, Don Coop and Tootie. All right, so Dame Dash, he filed for bankruptcy, but I'm saying I agree with you, Don Coop. What the fuck is he lying about now? Because he's definitely lying, saying that he's broke. This is a Harlem nigga. He got money. Don't let Dame fool you. Dame got it.
In front of him. So I wanted to pause old school rules, but I can't. It's not legal. But I was hot. I was high.
That's a fact.
So you should see the deposition. He puts the deposition on TMZ. He does it, allegedly.
Oh yeah, Fox. I stepped it up a little bit. So, shout out to Empire Records. So, Empire Records, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I guess so. I don't think they care. Anyway, they did an event at the PlayStation store. I had a chance to work an event there. I'm waiting for them to drop the footage. But my payment for working that day was, you know, coming down, besides working with the label, they sent me a PS5. Fox, I'm on that 5 this year. Rest in peace to the PS4. I'm on that PS5 this year, man. They graduated me. Rest in peace to the PS4, man. Shout out to Empire Records. My man Tone Bird. That's a fact. All right, back to the smoke.
Because how else could it have got there? And I got, like, you know, it made the judge mad. But either way, Claudia Jordan, the trial comes up. Claudia Jordan shows up, and allegedly a lot of false testimony. But then also another project that's similar to that, E.W. Brooks, and I don't even feel like telling the whole story, but it was the same exact situation, copyright. I don't think it was a defamation, but whatever it was, and Chris Brown was also that person's lawyer. So now what happens is Claudia Jordan testifies, lies allegedly on this trial, and then all of a sudden she's starring in the movie for E.W. Brooks, and Chris Brown is the lawyer. And then we find out that allegedly that Josh was the one that called E.W. Brooks and said, do you want a law? Do you want to give a law? So basically what it looks like is happening is, allegedly, is that Josh is going around telling people, I'll do a free lawsuit for you if you make shit up and you can win this much money. And collectively, we can get a lot of money and we'll all work together. It doesn't sound legal to me. So I was like, let me let them play this all the way out. So, and then I start getting lawsuits all over the country, random stupid lawsuits, a lot. And all lawyers of, Chris Brown's the lawyer for everyone. So what was happening was, because I had that judgment, I lost the case, 800,000, but I think collectively, they tried to sue me collectively for about a half a billion dollars. 500 million, 200 here, 100 here, 50 there. They only won 800,000 collectively. That's not even legal fees.
Yeah, I know, Don, I'm starting to see that. I don't know why. My mic's echoing too? Yeah, no, not the mic. I don't know why. My mic's echoing too? Let me see something. Not the mic. All right, let's try this now. Let me know now.
But what he was doing was affecting the family office. So every time I would promote something for the family office, he would send a letter saying that I owe him money. And with big corporations, they don't play that. Once you get a legal letter, they just shut you down. And with my family office, it's all startup companies. So they're not making money. Every single dollar has to go to buying more things, making more content.
I don't know what
happened. Just business, acquisitions. But at some point, because a regular business usually takes about 10 years to be profitable, but they usually have a loan. So the bottom line is, I filed because I was going to pay the government, but when you owe $20 million, you can't pay $20 million from a job You made the $20 million from selling a company. So the only way I'd have been able to pay that $20 million was to catch a lick. I had to start a company and sell one. So the government wasn't tripping because that's what I was trying to do. Because every dollar that I put into business and pay people, they're paying taxes on that money. So they getting their money. They wasn't bothering me. But this dude was messing with the family office, and I can't have that. So that's why I filed, so I can make these announcements, and he can't call Paramount or Simon Schuster and hit me with any more lawsuits, because each one of these lawsuits cost at least, 160,000, 200,000. Just every time he would file in another place, it would cost me a certain amount of money to fight it. Even if you win the motion, you still got to pay the lawyer, and he knew that. So I'm looking at everything, and in the lawsuit it says, who might you sue? Every single person that was there, because I want to know, because that just doesn't sound legal. I said legal because it sounded, because it feels like it could be a RICO. I don't know, but I want to find out. So I'm doing everything I can to see if this is a RICO, and if it's not, I won't try it. But I just don't think that. It just looks like the state to state and all the repetitive stuff and all of the benefiting from it. Those sound like RICOs to me, civil, allegedly. But they're on the list. So that's why I filed. Now, let me ask you a question. If somebody gets 150...
Like I said, and this is real, you a fool if you think Dame Dash is broke, fam. I'm telling you, this is a nigga from Harlem. The money is there for him, man. He got the money all in there. He just don't want to pay them taxes. I'm telling y'all, he don't want to pay it. He's done with the government. He don't want to spend it at all. Dame got that money, y'all. That's a fact. Shit, baby. Yeah. There's no way Dame Dash ain't got no paper, fam. None? He just got his teeth fixed. That's like $50,000. He was the other day riding around with the family in the boats and his ranch. That's 6 figures. Yeah. Dame got the money, man. Jay, baby. Jay took the blueprint and ran. Yeah. That's a fact. Shout out to Dennis Fernandez. What's good, my dude? Jay, baby. Yeah, he got that paper. All right, so let's move on. We'll stay up to date on that, dude. I don't know, man. I think Dame Dash got the money, man. That's a fact. Oh, that no game, that chasing chicken is real. That's a fact. Y'all see it out there. Look how the sweats lay on the Timbs. Yo, no game. I need something for Wednesday. I need a crazy color. I need the zip up. I'ma call you. Shit, baby. That's a fact. He got the money. Dame got it. Old school nigga got it. All right, now we on to Diddy. So, Diddy's I got another lawsuit against him. It just don't stop for Diddy, man. We haven't been on Diddy for a while. Pause. Now it's time to get back on it because the case is coming up.
On the sentencing tip with the guideline and the PSI, then we gonna bring it up, you understand, in our sentencing memorandum, but we ain't gonna redact no names. We gonna put their names out there for the world to see. And this is called 3500 material. Now, after Mark and Tenny and them submitted this, the government came back and they submitted their letter. Check this part out. The Southern District of New York respectfully writes in response to Puffy's lawyer's September 10th letter requesting, among other things, to file certain information from witness statements of non-testifying witnesses on the docket without redaction. I don't understand why they even bringing up people that didn't even testify, man.
Yo, it's getting crazy for Diddy out there. It is. All right, so now they got some new lawsuits against him while the case is coming up. So now if he gets acquitted for, I guess, what they had him in there for, now he has to go back again for another lawsuit he got against him. So the girl, you know the little cute girl that be on here, huh? She tells us everything. You know, her and her mom Wiggins, they is to the
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, you are shucking and jiving, doing the thing. If you guys don't know, there's been a new lawsuit filed against Diddy. Also, Diddy's team has now said that they want more time to contest the pre-sentencing report. Let's get into this because, first of all, this new lawsuit that comes out, baby, they were talking about, and it looked like it was a doozy. They was talking about, oh my God, Brandon Paul was like the mule and delivered a kilo and all this other stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna go live and talk about it because they almost had me until he said this mess happened in 2015. And that's when I said, what's going on? I'm being serious. What is going on? Just hear me out. This was supposed to be happening in 2015. If you guys don't know, Brendan Paul started working for Diddy in 2022. I believe in 2022, Brendan Paul had either graduated college, just graduated, or he left his last year to go work with Diddy. I think he had just graduated. Brendan Paul was very young when he started working with Diddy. If you do the math back to 2015, he's saying that Brendan Paul, who in 2015, I believe was a sophomore or a junior in high school, literally was in Miami, and he jumped on a high-speed bike and dropped off. Here we goes. In the morning hours of April 3rd in Deerfield Beach, Florida, I personally observed Brendan Paul arrive under cover of darkness after an overnight ride from Ohio on a high-performance motorcycle. He described traveling at extremely high speeds, up to 200 miles an hour. I personally witnessed Mr. Paul receive a shipment of 2 kilos of narcs, 1 kilo of coca, and 1 kilo of what was believed to be methamphetamines.
Damn.
The price was a price of $20,000 had been discussed in advance. Is the kilo only $20,000? Okay. No money was exchanged in a handoff consistent with the established delivery system rather than a casual
Smash them likes,
transaction.
get them likes out there.
In my presence, Mr. Paul discussed prior and future deliveries and described specific evasion methods, including using thermal blankets to obscure heat signatures from aerial and roadside detection and diverting it into ravines and wooded areas using the motorcycle's off-road capabilities, if spotted by Florida Highway Patrol. Mr. Paul admitted he got the job through Christian Combs via Instagram and described his role as a transporter. These statements and the observed conduct are consistent with organized rug trafficking. Presence inside of a freak-off event. Later that night, after the rug drop-off, I observed Brendan Paul inside the event where I was especially tortured. I first saw his reflection in a mirror, turned and saw him in person laughing and jeering while Sean Combs and Jay-Z used a blank rubber blink to violently assault me.
Damn, Hov is back in the mix.
Okay, so let me just stop because what the hell? Brendan Paul in 2022, that boy wasn't even 22. In 2015, you literally 7 years ago, that means he was what, 15, 16 years old. Why would somebody drive all the way from Ohio at 200 miles an hour to come to Florida to take some rugs 50 feet? How was Christian Combs giving him the job 7 or 8 years ago? Actually, Christian Combs is 28 right now. In 2022, he was. That means Christian Combs was how old? 16, 17? Why would Christian be hired? First of all, Diddy don't seem to trust Christian with nothing, not even a hit. So how was Diddy doing this? My whole point of the matter is this lawsuit seems like a red herring. Just hear me out. I do believe that one of the reasons that Diddy, this somehow makes it into the media where there is a crazy lawsuit that when you do the math, it's like this doesn't make sense, is because I feel like Diddy's team wants it in the media. I feel like Diddy somehow thinks he's walking free. And I feel like as far as the civil claims, Diddy wants to muddy the water so his team can be like, who knows what the truth is? There's all these crazy things and none of it's true. I feel like that's what they're going for. And I feel like by highlighting this lawsuit, that's what's happening. Now, what's the real tea that's going on? Diddy has a pre-sentencing report coming out on the 18th. The pre-sentencing report is going to be like a report card, basically saying, is this person a rabid, stone cold killer dog, or is he a choir boy that deserves to go out? If the pre-sentencing report, and here's the thing with the pre-sentencing report, unlike the jury, they interview witnesses. They interview people that know him. They interview people that are for him, and they interview everybody that the government had involved in the case, and also the people we never heard about. And when there's a number assigned, and that number is usually for minimum or mandatory sentencing. When it comes to the Mann Act, there is no minimum or mandatory. However, if the judge does something too cruel or too light, you can always appeal it. Only
Sorry, I got a phone call.
Only 10% of appeals ever get heard, less are even successful, but Diddy has beat a lot. Diddy is very, very worried about that pre-sentencing report. Why? Because Diddy has admitted to a lot of that violence. And violence, coercion, all that stuff, even though it might not be sex trafficking, according to that dumb jury, even though it might not be sex trafficking, right? And even though it might not be RICO, according to that dumb jury, it still means something in the pre-sentencing report. It shows that you have a history of violence, that you can't be controlled, that you fear the law, that you have violence that can't be predicted. Diddy's team is planning, when that pre-sentencing report comes out, they are planning to go to war over that pre-sentencing report. So they want 4 extra days in order to fight the pre-sentencing report. Now, here's the thing. I believe the judge actually granted those 4 extra days, which puts the prosecution in a worse state because they need to respond to whatever Diddy's team actually says. The prosecution keeps playing these games with Diddy's team, and Diddy's team has caught them flat-footed a few times. I hope they're prepared for it this time, even though something tells me probably as soon as that verdict came out, they went to work. And they've been writing that. Emily's been right, especially after Maureen Comey got let go. Emily probably
That's crazy,
that
no
mess
game.
from back then till right now. So maybe they are in place and they are done playing. But my whole point of the matter is, it seems like Diddy's team, to me, are, and who knows if Diddy's team's behind it, but it seems like they are highlighting and bringing forward in the media these wackadoodle claims that can be easily disputed, okay? And they're doing it to highlight the fact of what they're actually trying to do to make sure Diddy actually walks free. And if he walks free, if he can get that Mann Act overturned, that means that a lot of these civil cases go away also. Again, they are pushing for that motion on the 25th, motion for acquittal. They want to get a new, they do want to get a new, what do you call it? They want to get a new trial because in a new trial for the Mann Act, they can exclude all the violence he admitted to stick to the Mann Act, and that really would be time served. Or they want to just be complete acquittal, conviction overturned. The whole point of the matter is there's a lot going on in Diddy's case. Diddy is not going to take his punishment. He's not going to take this lying down. He thinks he's above the law. He has a team of lawyers that think they're above the law. He has a news media that acts like this man is above the law.
Dude.
A PR. The point of the matter is, right? I was about to start talking trash. The point of the matter is, Diddy is very, very worried, and he's very, very afraid. And if you thought what he did in that trial were cheap tricks that worked on the desperate few, I believe in the jury that were fooled, that whole jury that was fooled, I'm sure they have something big coming up. We are entering in go time. We are entering in a time where we need to be paying attention. Let's see what happens. The 25th is the first thing. Hopefully things go well, and then he'll be at sentencing.
Blippy.
But again,
1, 2, 3.
I feel like Judge
Definitely
Aaron is
she
going
is.
to do the right thing, because Judge Aaron's the one that told us that he was the violent mofo. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
That's a fact. Nah, Shorty do look right. Nah, she been covering the Diddy case the whole time. You know, Diddy case been low. Everybody's waiting for the sentencing. I thought today we bring him back up just to keep our eye on Diddy pause. And, you know, the case is coming up, so we're going to be on that a lot. Y'all know we did damn near the whole case. We covered everything. Shout out to Doug Coop. We rocked out and covered everything. Yeah. That's a fact. Shout out to No Game, man. Yo, No Game, pretty soon. So I'm trying to get this year popping every day. So I'm trying to get a day with my man No Game, a day with my man OVO Fox. We gotta talk. We gotta get the platform together. We need these days so we can just have conversations. So, you know, I like talking to people, man. That's a fact. And I got an interview coming out with For the Kill on the Queen of Harlem podcast coming out this week, I guess. Hopefully. If you follow the Queen, she was with Cameron all weekend in Vegas at the fight. She was definitely doing her thing. Shout out to the Queen. And she looked good, too. Yeah. That's a fact. She was looking real good. Shout out to the Queen. All right, y'all. So, I will see y'all. Let's try to do this again tomorrow. Definitely Wednesday. Definitely Friday. Like I said, in September, we're going to try to get on every day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's just that it's not a lot of smoke out there. So I'm trying to pace myself as, you know, the smoke comes. If something happens tonight, we'll be on tomorrow. So keep your head in the streets. And I'm sorry for getting on late today. And the sound. I'm sorry about that. Y'all got to work with me, man. You know, when the sound is sounding messed up, the echoing, let's not wait half hour into the show. Tell me right away, shade the sound. Boom, I fix it. You know, I'm over here doing this dude. I can't over here be doing the other dude that do is for y'all. Y'all the listeners, I'm the talker. Right? That's a fact. So we got to work together. Yeah. All right? So I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. I'm thinking about getting on tomorrow because I got on late today. I'm thinking about getting on tomorrow. Maybe we can have some smoke we can talk about tomorrow or something that we can rock out tomorrow. All right? No Game. I will call you in a few. Me and you got to chat. Got a big day Wednesday. I want to get some things together. And I got a voice outfit over here. I'm going to try to get it to him this week. All right? I'll see y'all later. Yeah, baby.
Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby, y'all. 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 J baby, y'all.
Shay baby, y'all. The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.
Yeah.
Shay Baby.